Welcome to my Metal Gear Solid 20th Anniversary Collection unboxing. I hope you enjoy it. This is the Japanese version, so let's sneak right into it. Right, let's try and take this top off. Definitely does it. Definitely don't want to damage this. Go to sleeve of the box. Look carefully at the inside silhouette neck. You can see that. See there the date. 1987, 2007. Again, this is the 20th anniversary. Kojima Productions. It's a lovely piece, this. Very nicely put together. I'm so grateful I managed to get one of these. Now, it is Japanese, so it won't work for UK versions. Let's take the book out. On to that after. So the games inside the setup here is in the 20th anniversary collection. Again, this is not the up-to-date version, but we have Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid, the PS1, arguably the one that introduced most people to the franchise, including myself, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, the document of Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and there's also Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, but we'll get to that after. This is the DVD you get from the 20th anniversary collection. This is the first feature on this. I've not actually seen it, so I'll just leave past that one. I can't really give any kind of intel on this. One, the game that introduced, I'd say, most of us to the genre, the tactical espionage action. The stealth mechanics of it were incredible. For its day especially, it looks amazing. And do you know what? It still plays fantastically, and there's features in this game that they still haven't adopted and still haven't got on that level. And this was 1998, depending on what region you're in, I suppose. Also, it came with VR missions. I don't think that comes with this, though.
Impressive, Snake.
So Metal Gear Solid had 2 discs, and you change it on the way to the foundry after the snowfield. If you've never played it, there's a little fight there, but I won't spoil anything more than that. Again, 2 disc games. Absolutely awesome. It didn't have, the PS1 didn't have the technology for all you Gen Zs out there. But if you're into your retro games and you've never played this game, again, I won't be spoiling anything today. It's just a little bit of an unboxing of a 20th anniversary for both PS1, 2, and PSP. But please give this a shot. You'll never, ever regret it. Now, slipping away into Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. This is actually mad because Hideo Kojima predicted all about the AI way back when. Now, if you get a chance to replay this game, this is more relevant now than ever. And this is like a 2001 game. So I'd highly recommend, if you've never played this game, obviously play the first one first. Then go and play Metal Gear Solid 2. It's aged fantastically. Still looks stunning. Would absolutely recommend. I think this was the DVD included in the game when it first came out on PS2 back in 2001. I've never actually seen it, so it'll be definitely worth a watch. I won't be using this disc, I'm afraid, so I'm going to go look through YouTube later on, find out what's on it. But apparently there's a lot of cut content, a lot of changes to the story. Really be interesting to go and see what they've actually cut. Would highly recommend people check it out. However, don't be watching it until you've finished the game. Obviously, spoilers will be free. It'll be a spoiler-free video, but again, YouTube will spoil stuff for you. Is story-wise, it's got to between 3 and 1. Again, I'm not going to spoil any of the story for you today. 3 is absolutely outstanding. It's an absolute gem, and even the original PS2 version still holds up, and they've re-released it on several consoles. The Xbox, because originally it was a PS2 exclusive, it's now come onto the Xbox 360. It's on the PS3, PS4, it's on the Master Collection on Steam. There'll be a few different areas you can get it. It's even on 3DS, I think. If you have a copy of that, that's worth a lot. Now, the reason that was set in the jungle was because of Harry Gregson Williams, the composer of the Metal Gear Solid theme tune, and he's done other various works. Amazing composer, if you love that kind of music. And again, that's the kind of caliber of person they have to do the music. It has fantastic musical scores, has a little bit of 007 tributes in there. I won't spoil anything, like I said, it's a spoiler free. It's just a little bit of unboxing of the 20th anniversary. And again, thank you for just chilling out with us. Rumours are that Kojima, obviously no longer involved, but Konami will be doing some kind of remake. So let's wait and see for that. And I know that Hideo is no longer around in the sphere of this, but I would still love to see this game remade, remastered to modern day. And I think it'll link into 5 if you've noticed the details. Again, I won't spoil anything else. Let's just close this up. This is the back side of it. Nothing on the spine, but still absolutely beautiful piece, by the way. It's almost like the Bible of stealth games, perhaps. Different verses and chapters. Are a bit cringy. Right, let's move on. Don't know if it's a different design from the original. Again, Japanese. Oh, look at that. Absolutely immaculate condition. Just look at the... And this is pristine. I don't want to be so careful. In sections there. That's when we used to get magazines with instruction books, sorry, with games back in the day.
Every night.
So if it's something you're interested in, stay tuned to the channel. We obviously do other stuff too. But again, thank you so much for watching this little homage, and there's something I've always wanted, the 1987 to 2007 tribute. It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, Hideo Kojima, for your great work, and everyone else involved in the earlier Metal Gears. Thank you so much. I'm going to put the wrapper on off screen, because I do not want to damage this, and I want to have 2 hands on it.